welcome back to another edition of Previews. I have a zany cast with me. It took a little bit to get them to actually be quiet, but I'm actually not going to be on camera for this one because there's like 11 of these people, and so we're going to let them introduce themselves. And yeah, so introduce yourself, tell where we are, what play we're doing, and what position you have in this play.
I'm Shonda Branch, Core Life member with Pure Life Theater. And we are producing Wiley and the Hairy Man with all of my friends and family gathered here. We're really excited about it. I'm getting to co-direct with Deb and to choreograph and have a great time. I'm going to also get to be on stage a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to go all the way over here and get you. Yeah, I put you on the spot.
I'm Deb Royals, and I'm a part of the core leadership team here at Pure Life Theater, and I'm super stoked to be with one of my good friends, having so much fun on the set with all these beautiful people.
Okay, great, thank you. Get this over with. I'm going to the center. Dylan, please introduce yourself.
My name is Dylan Bailey, and we're doing Wiley and the Hairy Man, and I'm part of the Pure Life Theater core leadership, and I'm gonna be the Hairy Man.
Hi, I'm Tanya Howard. I'm a student here at Pure Life, and I am one of the swamp monsters.
Okay.
I'm Lynn Gore Ford. I'm part of Pure Life's core leadership, and I'm being a swamp monster.
My name is Janelle Farrar, and I am the light designer.
Oh, I'm Samantha, resident theater phantom. Also, I'm playing a swamp creature in Wiley and the Hairy Man.
I'm Acacia Howard. I'm also a student at Pure Life, and I'm playing the dog.
I'm Jaden Farrar, and I'm going to be a swamp creature.
I'm Nate Branscombe. This is, I think, my first play with Pure Life Theater, and I'm going to be playing Wiley.
Okay. So, is this all the cast?
No.
How many more is
More
it?
friends.
Few more
we're
friends?
missing a mama and one or two other swamp creatures.
Okay.
So, Berlin Gamey Oaks will also be joining us on stage as Mama. That's going to be an absolute hoot. If you know Berlin, you know her work, you know what to expect.
Okay. What is that? Oh, class or something? Okay, thank you. Because there's swamp creatures in here that I don't know about. Okay, it's the acting class. Okay. Lynn,
Yes.
Without giving everything away, tell us what this play is about.
So, it is about Wiley. So, boy, he has a dog, and he goes on this adventure. And during this adventure, he meets all kinds of people and all kinds of creatures. And it is an absolute hoot. And there's incantations, there's dancing, there's singing, there's spells cast, there's all kinds of things going on.
I don't know that. She said incantation. I had to get back on camera for that one.
That's Gullah people, roots.
Roots. Okay. Now I know. Okay. I didn't know what you were talking about. An incantation. A root. I know a root now. You don't want the roots. Get a piece of hair and pull out a piece of hair and put in. And make a root. Y'all too young. Y'all don't know root. Y'all don't know nothing about root. The kids, y'all don't know root. So, Janae, I'm gonna give you one question. So, as the lighting designer, because I haven't done an interview with a lighting designer for this series yet. Can you tell the people, because some people may not know, what your role is?
Oh, my role is to assist the cast to give this effect, whatever the effect of the show is. So the effect of Wiley is the swamp. So my job is to give you fog and lights and effects that make you feel like you're really at the swamp with the creatures.
Thank you so much, young lady. This is a large cast. Out of all the interviews I've done so far, this is the largest. With as a teenager with COVID going on, how do you feel about doing this production with such a large cast?
Well, it feels really good because you get to actually interact with people during COVID, and also being safe is like really good. And I haven't been acting as much as I really used to, so it feels good to get back into acting and being on stage.
Okay, thank you. And thank you. By being safe, what does she mean? What does she mean by being safe? What normally when you guys are rehearsing, how are you? What's different from now?
I'd say the main thing is respect, that we all have a level of respect for each other, and we have, we all care very much about keeping each other safe, so.
Okay. That was a great answer. Samantha, what else do you do that the people can't see right now when you're rehearsing?
We do have a certain level of fun, but mainly we want to make sure that everybody is comfortable in the space. We wear masks during rehearsal to make sure that everybody is, being safe and keeping, our protocols in place. And like I said, though we do have fun, we do sometimes have to stop, take a break, space out, make sure that everybody is still comfortable, still here, still, in the zone, so to say.
Okay.
So that is one thing that we do maintain while we're rehearsing.
I got you, didn't I? Did I ask you a question? I didn't. Okay. There's so many of y'all. I can't keep.
Don't you love it?
No. Now I forgot my question. Ain't that bad? How is Shonda as a director? That was my question. It was right at you.
Shonda has. I've actually been in. I was in another show Shonda directed, and I was taught by her a lot, and she is a fantastic director. She doesn't tell us to do anything that she wouldn't do herself. Like, every time she tells us to do something, she gives us a fantastic demonstration and gives us very high standards to measure up to. But she's really funny. She has a really good sense of humor, and she's just like makes it really fun and really chill.
Okay. All right. Now, later on, do you want to tell me a different thing when she's not saying it? Okay, I'm joking.
Cash out you later.
She'll cash out you later, she said, okay? She'll give you money unless she
You
do.
want to ask me that question? Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I know better. I'm not asking anybody over here that question. No, nope, not going to do it. Sir, so you are, yeah.
I don't know. Look, I got when you asked her a question, I was confused. So I'm playing it safe. I'm
not cockeyed today, right?
Not today.
Oh, not today. I was looking over here. Now you look around you and see if anybody else in that general direction would be called sir. Not there. I said over there. Okay. So this is your first time at Pure Life. What other theater have you done?
So mostly, I started out with school plays because our schools have had a lot of plays. And I actually started 5th grade. The first play I did was a school play, and I enjoyed it. So I started doing the other school plays, and then I looked out in camps. And actually, the reason I'm here today is because I had a camp here, Into the Woods, and then I really liked it, and then now I'm here doing this one.
Okay, thank you. Deb, let me ask you. So I see a mixture of adults and children. Is that normal for this particular production, or is that something that you and Shonda decided to do in this production?
It's not unnormal, because this is a theater for young audiences piece that oftentimes is performed by professionals. And what happened is originally this was going to be a track out camp, and the way the public schools kind of changed their track outs, and we lost the campers when the track outs changed. So we said, okay, how do we still follow through with what we said we were going to do? And that's why you see a conglomeration of core leadership members and our Revolutionary Voices Theater Company, the young adults that are forming themselves here at Pure Life that also worked as interns this summer, they also jumped in, and we're using this as a learning opportunity, Wiley, as a learning opportunity for them. And then Nate was so great in the shows this summer, and then also was in the Pearly production. Is going to be, we've had to reschedule it again, but he's going to be in that, and we were like, wow, it makes sense to kind of put this combination together we all knew we were vaccinated for the most part, and we knew that we had been around each other in a bubble, so it wasn't really pushing us to be outside of what we normally would do.
Okay, thank you. So looking across the crowd, I have 3 sets of family members. So let's start on this side. So, Mama, raise your hand. Sisters, raise your hand. All right, so now, let's ask Sister and Mama, how is it working with the other sister as a director? Is she the same here as she is at home?
No,
She's not?
no.
It just got juicy. Y'all can't see me, but I sat up. How is it? What? Tell me the difference.
At home, I'm the boss. In the theater, she's the boss.
So you just can't wait to get up out this theater, can you? Okay, all right.
It
So,
makes for lively discussion.
oh, lively. I'm gonna leave that one alone because the way you lively.
But it's all good. It's all
Okay,
good, though.
okay.
It's all
And
good.
sister to sister, how is that?
Oh, sister. Okay, no, okay. What you saw happen was, that's normal. That's a Tuesday. I've worked with my sister before. She's amazing, and also I can't stop gushing. So I'm gonna not do that and just say she's a doofus at home. Yeah, no, the two of us together equals complete and total goof troop. That's what it is. So yeah, seeing her in a semi-professional capacity, even though yes, she has been my teacher before, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. It's been a wonderful, eye-opening experience to actually have her as a director and not just a teacher or a big sister or a second mom.
Okay, all right. Thank you. So continuing with the sister. Why am I pointing? Y'all can't see me. But I am pointing because you two are the next set of sisters that I want to talk about. So I have been around you personally, so I know the fights. I'm gonna leave that part there. What is it like working together in theater for you two?
It's good. I mean, I'm behind the scenes and she's on the scene, so we're not together as much. I mean, but she's a good person.
Now, again, y'all can't see me, but their family is here, sister, mother, and dad. So I want them to go ahead and mark this time down that she actually said her sister was a good person. So when she gets home and she starts fighting and saying, "Get away from me," you can recall this moment. And we have our last set of sisters on the stage. And so,
I said I didn't know anybody here was related other than those two. You said they were related and they were related. I was like, I didn't know though.
Are you sure you're in this show?
I was zoned out for a lot of it, but I'm learning along with the audience, you know?
Okay, alrighty then. Well, yes. So who knew I was gonna come in and teach something? Wow. So our last set of sisters.
Why we love Uncle Juan.
Oh.
Well, so you want to know what it's like being sister?
No. But it's like working with your sister in the theater setting. Yeah.
I mean, I've been in very few shows that my siblings have not been in. So I've got 6 siblings. Her and my older brother, we've pretty much always been in the same stuff. They were on stage before I ever got on stage. And I think it's sort of an inspiration thing. We talk about it together, we work through it together. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, so go ahead. Yeah, answer.
It's really nice. It's so much easier to act when you're with a person that you really trust and that you connect with and that you share a sense of humor with, or you're not you don't have to worry about asking them to touch them. I mean, of course you should, but it's you can just be you can just do what you want to do. The only setback is when you both want the same role. And that's kind of not the greatest thing, but
And we tend to want the same.
yeah.
That part is understandable. I mean, y'all could, if it was a play with twins in it, y'all could easily take on all that.
Well, Nate
Yeah, Nate would never know. He'd be in the play with you. Oh, they're supposed to be twins?
He's not making assumptions.
Yeah, it's always safer to be like, I didn't know.
Yes,
Her sister just said she was doofy, and you gonna let her come to your defense? That's not wise. Don't. So I want to go around, and I'm gonna point to people because there's like 4 people in here that probably don't want to answer this question. What's your age?
I'm 17.
Your age?
Just turned 16 today.
Your age? 15. No. Put it down. Put it all down. Put it down. Your age? 12. Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. The color purple. Oh dear God. Your age, sir?
13.
That's just them two.
Well, I'm almost 14. I'm 14
You know
in
what?
13
No,
days.
stop. Almost. Okay, no. You're 14 in 2 days?
No, 13. 14 and 13 days.
Okay.
Wow, when you're that young, you count it like that, don't you? You count it in days.
No, I
like,
only...
with my age now, I'm like, yeah, I'm this age until I decide I want to be another. I'm not doing days, I don't do months, I don't do years. I'm 29.
Right.
Again?
Thank you. Again. Why is you back there laughing? I don't understand.
Not again, still?
Well, wait a minute, hold on. I just thought of something. I mean, something just came to me. Did you say today was your birthday?
Oh.
Okay, well then we got something we got to do. Me.
What's up?
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janea. Happy birthday to you.
Now, I'm so glad that they can't see me on camera because that was the most demonic sounding happy birthday I have ever heard in my life.
We didn't agree on a pitch.
We didn't agree on any pitch, but it was all right. Well, yes, still.
We have been swamping for hours. What did you expect?
So I wanted to ask, Dylan, since you opened your mouth, what exactly is swamping?
Can I
Well,
say something?
Yes.
I would like to add that during our Peter Rabbit shows, Mr. Dillon would also say, hip hip bunny.
Full of them.
He has these fantastic words he comes up with.
Oh, so you think they're fantastic? Oh wow. Oh, thank you. Oh, so what is swamping exactly?
Well, swamping.
Demonstrate. Go ahead.
I'm not going to fully
Do you want all the
demonstrate
swamp
because
creatures?
I am not. I'm swamping on the sidelines, but the swamp creatures they create the whole ambiance of our swamp, and so they are literally swamping is in their bones on stage, and so it's physical, it's dance, it's sounds, it's music, it's a whole thing. I can't do it as well as Deb, but we have all different actors swamping on stage.
So that's swamping.
And we hope you'll swamp with us.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you, Shonda, who is your target audience for this production?
There's no target. We want to splat and cover everybody. This is a theater for young audiences piece, meaning it's written for what you would consider children. But I think that the story is so universal. It's a coming of age tale. You get to root for a hero. There's mystery and intrigue and magic. Who doesn't love that? And like right now, who doesn't need that in their lives? So we just want everybody to come on out, have a good time, come swamp with us. Yeah.
Come swamp.
We're gonna have everybody dancing at the end.
Oh,
That's going on a t-shirt. We be swamping.
We be swamping.
Yeah, this cast is special, no doubt. So, I'm going to ask the young people. You're 12, so I understand if you don't have an answer for this question. But you're doing theater now. Is this something you want to do after high school? And if not, what would you like to do?
Yeah. But if this doesn't work out,
Mhm.
veterinary is probably my second choice.
Oh, so if you're not an actor, if you're not in the swamp on the stage, you'll be going in the real swamp to make sure the alligators are still alive. No alligators. Okay. You, sir.
Well, no, I'd love to act in the future. It's a great time, but really, I have a lot of things that I like to do, and I'm never sure what I want to do in the future because it seems so far away. So I'm just trying to increase all the skills that I have, so that when I do hit that crossroad, when I have to make that decision, I have options to choose.
Amen.
Skills
right.
like pre-calculus.
Every time somebody up here answers around me, I look, and then I feel like I'm on Family Feud. Good answer! Good answer!
It's up there.
It's up there. Survey said?
320 points.
What do you?
So I definitely want to act for the rest of my life, but so I'm also trying to intern as an EMT right now. So that's something I kind of want to do, but I also want to act. So it's an ongoing.
Yes, it
struggle.
is. It's
Yeah.
a process.
Like Nate, I'm kind of all over the place. When I get there, I don't know. I'll just know.
Okay.
Yeah, I can relate. I don't like to, I like to keep my options open. I definitely want to keep acting, and I also want to, pursue something that, will give me financial stability. So I'll probably do more than one thing, but I definitely plan to stay involved in theater.
Okay. I think I got it in order. I asked you in the order of your ages because. Wait a minute. You're 16, huh? Over here. Over you?
15.
Yeah, I got it right. I got it in the order of ages. I asked you that because I kind of already knew what kind of answers I was going to get. He was like, he got all the time in the world because he's 13, and she was like, yeah, I need some stability. I gotta have insurance. I need benefits. Give me benefits. I'll act later. I need benefits now. So I just wanted to see if things were still that way as when I was growing up. Don't you say anything. Y'all can't see, but
We have a live studio audience.
Yes, we do.
Cracking me up.
Mhm.
I love it.
For all of the young people, what other theater? I'll start with you, Nick. What other theater have you done since COVID started? Have you done?
So when COVID struck, I was in the middle of the school production of Cinderella. So that happened to be canceled, and I was booed out because I got to be a cheese man, and I was selling the cheese, and I had all my cheese puns ready, and it was gonna be a great time, right? And then COVID struck, and that stopped, and then I didn't do anything for a long time because everything was trying to figure it out, and I was trying to figure things out. I didn't know what was happening. And then it wasn't until I did the camp here for Into the Woods that I actually went back into acting. And I was a little worried too because I hadn't done it in such a long time. And I was like, can I still do things? Can I still act? Can I still sing? Because I know when my voice was hitting a weird point where I wasn't sure how to use it. So I was like, uh-oh. But it worked out well. I got back into the swing of it. I was like, yeah. It's like I never left. So.
Okay. I'm trying to mix it up this time.
So when COVID first happened, I stayed at home for I was just home watching our groceries. The mailman came in and disinfect their entire porch. It was a whole thing. But then I think the first thing I did there's this one place that we're not going to speak of that kept going during COVID, and that was not okay. But what else was the first thing I did? Maybe that was. I feel like I I came back here for the Into the Woods and the Lion King kids. I interned there, and that was kind of the
Okay.
first.
That was the first.
Yeah.
Well, since you and your sister are, you can tell the sister thing. Y'all like your brains were. It was like electricity going in between y'all. I'm sitting here like, what you say? Huh? I can't. So is that the first for you as well?
That's what my mom does in her house. She's like, I can't hear you guys. What are you guys saying? Too good.
Okay, so now you know it really is the truth, right? Because yeah, I just witnessed it. So your mom's not crazy. I just want you to know that. I know you think she is sometimes, but it's you two that are crazy. Now, don't do that again, 'cause, you know. No.
So
yes.
the year of COVID, everything went online, and it was crazy. And I don't even remember like what happened after that. But like the year after that, like this past year, I did 2 summer camps here. I feel like I did another show that I don't remember, and then I did my school show, and it was just like everything kind of started again. I did Peter Rabbit. We did Peter Rabbit. Yeah. We've been in Peter Rabbit for a while, and so it's like things gradually came back, and so we're kind of like getting to the point where we're not online anymore, and we're actually doing stuff, which has been wonderful. It's just been really great to be back in actual theater again and have an actual audience watching us.
Okay.
Well,
So-
what's funny is because I was trying to shoot the electricity across the stage into her brain, and it didn't work for me.
Oh.
Because the other show that she forgot was the other one with me.
Oh yeah. It was the Chavis show. We did a show about John Chavis at the Chavis Memorial Park for the African American Festival.
Yes. Now, there was one of 2 reasons that it didn't work for you. The first one could be that she's not your sister. The second one would be that it would take a brain to send the waves over. Okay, moving on. The other 2 sisters, I saved you guys for last. What were you doing when the pandemic started? You know, what theater-wise?
Well, I was in school, so I had to finish up school. Then after that, the first show I did was year before last. I did summer camp here, which was like There's Still Hope. And then after that, I didn't really get into shows after that. I just stayed at home. And then after that, I ASM'd for a piece of clay that was at Theater House. And then now I'm doing this one.
Okay. Now I'm kind of glad you're last because you're a lighting person, so you're a little different.
Yeah.
What did you do during COVID? First part of COVID.
When COVID first hit, I was doing Bud Not Buddy with Theater Raleigh. Unfortunately, we weren't able to finish the show. Then I did summer camp with Pure Life. And then Into the Breaches, and I did Radio Golf. And I did pieces of play at ASM at Theater Raleigh. And now I'm doing Wiley.
Okay. Big people. Let's ask you, what have you guys, during COVID, what did you do?
I've stayed pretty busy doing lots of virtual things, lots of readings. I was part of Alexis Rome's cast, not once but twice. She's had readings for her amazing work, and she's included me. She's been gracious and included me in her cast. I actually wrote an original piece that we filmed here at Pure Life, Songs of Sankofa, a spiritual journey which kind of tracks the history of Black music from Africa all the way through modern times and tracks it alongside with the things that were happening in society at the moment. And then as an educator, I have stayed plenty busy coaching and working with my students. And
What do you teach?
I'm a high school theater director, so I actually teach theater for a living. And it's interesting to work with my kids at school and then come here and work with these kids and see how they're the same and how they're different. And it's a privilege to get to introduce young people to something that I love so much and that I've invested so much of my life and my energy in.
And you?
Well, when COVID struck, I wasn't really doing a lot of theater. I had taken a break, and then kind of sort of moved, and everything kind of happened all at once. So this is my first step back into theater. I did the Chava show with Shonda. Let's see, what else did I do?
You did Sankofa with us?
I did do Sankofa. I was in Sankofa as well. But like in terms of major work, not so much. This is my first. Deb basically said, "Hey, the space is open." I was like, "Yay!" And that was my first, and I just jumped into it. So that was my first. This is my first real foray into theater.
Mama?
Okay, so during the pandemic, we moved to Raleigh.
From where?
From Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay.
So it was a big change, and the pandemic was just in its heyday at that moment. So we moved, and after settling in here, Shonda invited us to do Sankofa, which we did, and just hanging around the theater and becoming a part of the theater family. Deb said, "Hey, we want you to get more involved. We want you to do more things." And over the years, I kind of took a back seat because I wanted my kids to have the spotlight. So I just kind of faded into the background for a long time. But now that they're grown and can hold their own, I can kind of come back out and do some of the things that I really enjoy doing. I was also part of Alexis Rome's Ancient Ways stage reading, and now Wiley. So I'm getting to do more things.
So honestly, I invited her to do Sankofa because I needed a babysitter for my 3-year-old. But then Ronzel heard her filling in a part and was like, "No, we need Mama on stage." And so that's how that happened.
You know, I was gonna say, I was sitting here listening to you, and everything sounded real pretty. It was real dressed up. But since nobody in here is dressed up, Deb don't invite nobody to do anything. She says, "You're gonna be in the show." Shonda don't invite nobody to do anything. Shonda says, "I need you on stage now." But okay, but if you want to say they invited, then we're gonna go with whatever you say. That's okay. That's fine with me. Anybody up here disagree with what I just said?
No, we
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I'm
Okay.
rescinding your Cash App.
Oh, Dylan.
I've been bebop booping. COVID didn't stop me very long. I mean, what we were doing was Juan and I were doing the tour of, Burning Coal's educational tour of Animal Farm. And I'm so glad that we were able to finish that tour.
Yes, exactly.
Because we were in the same car, and so it was like 2 or 3 hours at a time of just cackling the whole way, and sang Rent and all of that. You know, it was a whole thing. There were harmonies. But then once COVID struck, it was a lot of virtual. I did a lot of work with the Women's Theater Festival. I've done a lot of work with Seed Art Share. I've done mostly outdoor theater since then. I was thinking about this today. I think this is the first indoor production that I've acted in since COVID began. I've done yes. Oh, do you have a question?
Oh no, I was just doing this because it's cool.
I'm so sorry. And I've been teaching a lot, and I call on my students for their questions, and there are a lot of them. But no, that's what I've been doing. I've been teaching more than ever, and I've been writing more than ever, writing theater. But I haven't done a lot of acting since the pandemic started, outside of Zoom or outdoors. We just did that play for Burning Coal out at Oakwood Cemetery. I did a reading of The Comedy of Errors on Pure Life's patio last fall.
Everybody forgot about that.
I did a puppet. I did a parking lot puppet play, Celine and the Dream Eater, and there was like an audio component for, and I was a puppeteer, and I was the Dream Eater. It was a big old giant in June last year, and that was for Burning Coal Theater. So yeah, I've been bebopping.
You got 2 minutes.
What am I been doing?
Yes, just 2 minutes now. I'm timing you.
Just organizing. just organizing and cleaning the theater, hanging out with Shonda, making dreams, appreciating the beauty of artists working together like this. We've done so many different things to try and stay relevant. The fall festival, the Shakespeare stuff, the virtual Christmas show, the amazing production of Radio Golf. I mean, we are an incredibly blessed group of people. We love each other so much, and we respect each other so much. So to travel through COVID in that way, where you're taking care of one another and you're still holding each other up, it's been pretty amazing.
She did it in 2 minutes.
She did.
She did.
She
Again, y'all can't see me. The reason why I was like giving her 2 minutes, because Deb has not sat down even with the pandemic going on. I don't really understand it. Sometimes you have to tell Deb, stop. No, you can, just because you have 2 hours between something, don't mean you cram something else in there that's 2.5 hours.
Because I will.
Because she will. Anyway, so, okay, well, I think we are just about done. I just wanted people to meet you guys, meet the cast, and hopefully they'll come see you guys and you know, watch it. So, any last words?
I'm kind of happy. I was worried about this all day because I was like, I'm gonna say something to get me canceled before I'm even able to do anything. So, but luckily, I haven't said anything
yet. She's talking right now. So just say yet.
I haven't said anything yet. No, nothing's come out about me. No deep secrets. I'm good for now.
But then you gonna put that statement out. So now somebody
because now listen. Because now they're curious for me, like, ooh, what's he got? And then they'll think about me, and then I'm getting in people's heads.
Oh.
It's a tactic. It's a tactic. They'll be like, wasn't that one guy who might have murdered somebody? They'll be like, I'm gonna go see what his play is all about.
Nate. You're done. You're done.
They got no evidence.
You're done, son. You're done. Thank you. They have no evidence. Oh, okay. Anybody else? Any final words?
So should we tell everybody we open next Friday, October 22nd, 23rd, 7 p.m., 23rd, 24th at 3 p.m. So there's 2 shows on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 o'clock Friday and Saturday, 3 o'clock Saturday and Sunday. 22nd, 23rd, 24th.
And that's the only week that you're doing it?
That's the only week.
So
that's the only week with the fall festival tagged on the end.
And this is a personal thing, guys. Deb wanted me to be a swamp. What is it?
I did.
Swamp creature. Deb, I'm not coming back from London until the 24th. How's that gonna work?
You get to dance on the stage.
No, she's not understanding.
No, at the fall festival.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to do swamp. We're going to do a break. What did you call it? A dance break with swamp creatures.
So you doing this at the fall festival?
Yeah, and the Hocus Pocus. I hear there's going to be a performance from the Hocus Pocus witches.
Word is.
Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of fun things.
So when is the fall festival?
October 24th.
Where?
Right here on our patio outdoor at Pure Life Theater.
What is the fall festival?
So the Fall Festival is actually a fun new tradition we started last season. We wanted to do something around trick or treat Halloween time because a lot of things were being canceled, a lot of things were being shut down, and we had a space that was available and felt safe. And so we had some outdoor crafts and some snacks, and we projected a movie on the wall, and it was kind of spooky but not too scary, so it was friendly for all the kids. There was a costume parade. Everybody dressed up and did a costume parade. And so what we decided to do this year was just kind of take that same concept and level it up a little bit with some live performances. So we're going to tie in the swamp creatures from Harry and the Wiley Man. There'll be an appearance from the witches. Wiley and the Hairy Man. The other show. Wiley and the Hairy Man.
I was going to say there's going to be another show.
It's the sequel.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to let that go.
No, I'm kidding. But we just wanted to level everything up with some live performances and give folks an option to come and gather in our outdoor space and enjoy each other.
Okay.
Bring the kids.
Bring the kids. Okay.
Dress up for Halloween.
And
Yeah,
wear
they're all
costumes
decorated
twice.
out there. It's really pretty.
Yeah, because I really want to meet the Wiley man. Yes.
The Wiley man.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for this. Again, 1 week of performances Thursday, Friday, and 2 performances on
Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday.
Sunday.
Friday,
2 on
1
Saturday.
performance, 2 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday.
Amen. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. You can just wave bye.
We love you.